Hi everybody, how are you? It's Sunday and it's been a very busy week here. But I just wanted to stop by and say hi and see how you're doing. I just finished talking to my family, so I'm in a really good mood. I forgot what I was gonna say. I remember. One thing I wanted to talk about today was reading. As a teacher, I've always felt that kids have that aha minute at some point when they're learning how to read, where things just kind of click and they realize, I can do this. And it's such a fun thing to be a witness to. And I always enjoy getting to know my students throughout the year and seeing when they come in and they're like, I hate reading. Why do I have to read? It's so boring. To the end of the year where you offer them a book and they sit and they can read for such a long time sometimes. Or they pick out a book that you never thought they would like and they're reading it and enjoying it. I love nothing better than seeing a child learn that they love to read. So I found a book that kind of talks about that I wanted to share with you today. And it's called The Girl Who Hated Books. And when I lived overseas, every time I would come to Canada for the summer, we would go to yard sales with my mom. And I found this book there. So it's actually put out by the TD Bank. And it's a great story about this little girl who lives in a house with her parents, and her parents love books. So everywhere in her house, there are tons and tons of books. But she doesn't want to read. So her parents have bought her all these books, from board books to picture books, up to chapter books now that she's getting older. But she has no interest at all in reading the books. And then she gets up one morning and she goes to look for her cat, and she finds him perched on the top of this huge pile of books. And she goes to get him, and the books go flying everywhere. And the thing about this story is that when the books go flying, the characters come out of the books and they're running around her house. So she's got monkeys pulling down curtains and elephants dancing on tables and breaking plates, and a little rabbit who's crying. So she tries to help all of these characters go back into the books where they should be, but she doesn't know where they belong because she has never read any of these books. So she talks to the animals and tries to find out where they should be. And she realizes that the only way she's going to be able to help them is by actually reading the books. So she starts reading books. And as she's reading, the characters realize which book they belong in, and they go back inside until she is left with one last character. Do you recognize the little rabbit in the blue coat? That is Peter Rabbit. So when her parents come home at the end of the day, they look everywhere for her, and they find her reading in the middle of the room. And she ends up, at the end of the story, loving reading her books. But for a girl who hated to read, it took this accident of all the characters coming out of her books to make her enjoy a book. It's a great storybook. If you'd like to read it, it is called The Girl Who Hated Books. I hope you have a wonderful week and that you get to do something really fun outside. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.